JaCorys. Sorry I'm late on the response. Today's Friday. Had to do a couple of errands after work. So, to answer your question, how old do you have to be? Well, to be honest, there are a lot younger people that transition. You have kids that transition. You have, you know, at least if you're old enough to say that's what you want, as long as you have a parent with you. If you're under 18, technically when you're 18, you can go to the doctors alone. You can go pick up your medication alone. But the ones that's like 12 and transitions are usually the ones that has to have the accompaniment of their parent. Like they have to have their parent with them to have adult supervision. Basically, they need adult signatures for a lot of things. But there are some children that does the same thing. A lot of times, there are little, the little boys transition to little girls. That's what I hear mostly when it comes down to the kids. I don't really hear a lot of trans male kids. I don't hear that a lot. I only hear trans female kids. And I'm sure there's some out there, but 9 times out of 10, they have the company of a parent. That's pretty much the answer to that. Um, as far as how do it work, I don't know like what do you mean by how does it work, but how does it work as far as how I take my shot? I take my shot in my thigh. I rotate my thigh every 2 weeks. So I take it on each thigh. And I believe it's called a, don't let me lie about what kind of muscle it is. I can't say the word right now. Give me a second. I'll come back with that word, I promise. I'm sure a lot of my other trans women will know the word travascular muscle. I can't say the word. It's some type of muscular thigh for the thigh. But I know what I'm talking about if I see the word on a piece of paper. I basically take it every week. My shot day is basically every 7 days. So I take my shot every Tuesday. That's gonna have to be the day of my shot every Tuesday. That's pretty much what I did. The day that I went to go take my medicine was a Tuesday. That was the day I took my medicine. That was the day I basically made as my shot day. I basically administer it myself. I don't go to a doctor. I administer it myself. Um, side effects. Sometimes it happens slow. Sometimes it happens fast. It just depends on how much testosterone that female that's transitioned to male already have in their body. Me, I don't believe I had a lot of testosterone in my body when I first started. I didn't. I was all female when I first started. So my transition, like a lot of my people looking at me right now, like shit, like you're different. Like what the fuck? Like, did you really? Like, is this medicine really doing that? Yes, it is. It's really doing that. So, it just worked how that person works. Basically, like how that I think all transgenders are not the same. Their journey is not the same. We are all very, very different in our own way. It's just one word for our difference. That's it. You know, everybody don't transition at a certain pace. Like it's not a certain pace. It's not a certain way to transition. It's just that it's a certain way to administer your medicine medically. But everybody else, as far as the transition goes, we are all different. Some of us move slow, some of us move fast. Like that's what we do. But as far as like how else it works, I don't know. Like it's just something that's become the norm. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like for example, when a diabetic take a medicine, take their prick every day to check their um, hemoglobin. They have to prick themselves. But the difference between a transgender and a diabetic is the diabetic has to do it every day. The transgender has to do it every 7 days. Sometimes you got transgenders that go bi-weekly, every 2 weeks. They're going with a slower transition. I am on the normal pace. So I take my shots, but I take 0.5. That is what I take. 0.5. That's what I take every week. Um, I'll do a separate video of me administering it, but I gotta like be off that day and administer it when it's in daylight so you guys can see. Because I do it at midnight and I do it when the day come in, basically, so I can have the whole entire 24 hours of my medicine for that day. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to take medicine in the day because that's not a whole day. You know what I'm saying? What was my first experience? Let me see if I can think back. When I first started taking tea, I was in St. Louis, Missouri. I'm no longer in St. Louis, Missouri. I'm now in Texas. But I was in St. Louis, Missouri. I also had a different partner. I had a wife at that time. I was married to a different person. Um, the experience was a little rocky because my ex-wife didn't understand me. You know what I'm saying? She didn't quite get it. She thought something was wrong with me, whatever. But she didn't understand it. She does now. A year and a half later, 2 years later, she does now, but she didn't at that time. So I didn't quite have a good experience with my ex-wife because we're not together anymore. But as far as like my mom, that went with, okay. She didn't understand it either. But, most of my experience came from the things that I did. You know what I'm saying? Like going to jobs. Jobs is fucking hard to do because I worked for the History Museum in St. Louis. And when I came into that company, I was already 8 months into the job. And they know me as my dead name. Okay? They know me as my dead name. That's all they know me. When I came up with my name and I did start doing everything, it was so hard for the people to address me as what I wanted them to address me as. Also, like, I got into like hard down. I got into an argument with my sergeant. Like, shit serious. Like, who the fuck is bold enough to get in an argument in the control room with all the cameras at with the sergeant and tell them to kiss their ass, and then the sergeant turned around and begged for my forgiveness. Like, the man, he white man, like the man respect me. Like, I love my people in St. Louis. It came down to certain people. Like, the man came back and apologized. That was one experience. Then people not acknowledging my terms. You know what I'm saying? My pronouns. People not acknowledging that that's the beginning experience that I had because the way I look, I still have, it's hard for me to pass as male. You know what I'm saying? So I would get a lot of she's, he, she's, hers, ma'am, and I tried to make sure I had as much patience as I could because I remember as studying that you have to have patience with people that already know you. You have to have patience. And I did everything I could, but I saw certain people I felt like was doing the shit on purpose. So that was that was the first experience. And also, explaining to my sons at that time, 2 years ago, they were 9 and 7. So they didn't understand. The one crazy experience that I had was with my 8-year-old. basically saying he wasn't gonna do it. He wasn't calling me shit. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't trying to tell him that, but he overheard my stepson calling me daddy. But my stepson has always called me daddy because I'm the only daddy he's ever known. So I looked like a male to him in the beginning. So he called me daddy because that's it. That's all he knew how to say. And my kids was calling me mommy. And my youngest son goes, I'm not calling you daddy. I have a dad. Like that's the way he said it. No lie. Okay, that's the way he got him said it. Like straight face. I have a dad. Yeah, that's straight face. And I couldn't even. I had to respect him, dude. You know what I'm saying? Because he telling me, "Mommy, you gotta give me time." Even though I never said I was rushing him. I never said I was rushing him. I never expected my kids to change them because I'm changing me. No, you don't do kids like that, especially if you birth them. Okay, you don't do that. I don't know about other parents or other trans dads, but yes, I do say I'm a trans dad. I am a trans dad. But I birthed my kids, and that is the difference between me and some of other transgenders. Every transgender ain't probably ever had a child before, right? They most likely sometimes wait till they're transgender to have a baby. I, on the other hand, I went through all my phases before I got to this phase. You know what I'm saying? And that was being a family. That was showing my ass. You know what I'm saying? That was being a pregnant mama. I was pregnant. I was pregnant twice. You know what I'm saying? So I had babies. So I went through those experiences. The next experience that I'm having is my youngest son's father. Now I'm having issues with the baby daddies. And yeah, I'ma say it. That's how the fuck they got here. Okay? The fuck? Ain't nobody shame. They got here. They here. Okay? But at the same time, these men have to accept that their mama ain't no longer their mama no more, their daddy. Their daddy too. But my youngest son, dad, has not yet once accepted that. He ain't got the fucking program yet. Like, and if these videos ever get to thousands and thousands and thousands of views, Mr. C Clip, you can stop calling CPS because at the end of the day, I'm still gonna be transgender, regardless of how mad you is. I hope to God this go viral. Make this bitch go viral. I hope he sees it. Okay? Anyway, back to what I was saying. The experience that I'm having with his ass is that he can't accept what I look like because he's embarrassed because of what I look like. And I'm sure he possibly, if anybody asks how the kids, how the child mom look, most likely he's not going to show what I look like right now. That's one of the experiences that I have. That's the most hilarious one though. Okay. But I done had a few experiences. You know, my sisters, they accept everything. That was really starting to me because I thought, oh, they were giving me hate. But they actually real like, bitch, so the fuck? Like, are you dead? The fuck? You alive, ain't you? Damn, what you doing with yourself, bro? You alive? You ain't killing yourself, is you? Like, that's how my sisters, you know what I'm saying? Like, whether I'm green, yellow, purple, they don't let me in there. And they still call me by my dead name. I'm trying my best to stop that shit. But there was my sisters, and I'm the oldest. What do I do? They're like my babies. I can't. What the fuck am I do? they're my babies. Eventually, hopefully, if I grow out of Rick Ross or something, it will, they'll try. But they're like my babies. I'm not the baby. I'm the oldest, so I can't force anything on anybody. You know. experience with my fiance. About a year, 2 years ago when we met, almost 2 years ago. Well, I won't say when we met, when we got in a relationship, because she's been in my life almost 15 years. I'm just gonna make that very clear. My fiance has been in my life almost 15 years. We was friends for 12, 13, and in a relationship for almost 2. So we've been friends and in a relationship for a long time. But she knew me as my dead name and the person I was. She knew me before I had kids. She knew me before I knew I was gay. Like, I knew I was gay for a long time, but at the same time, she knew me before I came out. Like, she knew everything about me. And for her to come in my life when I'm just beginning something different, to look different, it didn't throw her at first. Like, she was all in, and then she started realizing that her preference, her label would change. But at the same time, her being a full 100% lesbian, of course, that is going to be the first thought. What the fuck gonna happen to you when you do this? But at the same time, she's starting to understand that this is who I am. And it hasn't really made her say I'm walking around the weekend. Like, she's done tried many times, but 15 years is a lot to throw away. And she ain't finna do it. We ain't finna do it. That ain't finna happen. It's not. So she has said to me numerous times, hey, whatever makes you happy, do what makes you happy. Can't live for everybody, you gotta live for you. And at the end of the day, I gotta wake up and I gotta look in the mirror. And I gotta see me. I don't see my fiance. I can't see my kid's face. I can't see my mom's face. I can't see my sister's face. I can't see my kid's dad's face. I can't see the people that is not around me, or that has to accept their face. I have to see my face. And if I don't like what I see in the mirror, then I have to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? So she understood it. And she's still around. We still together. We still go to bed together. We still lay in bed together. And we slowly learning to understand what it is. Because this is who I am. This is going to be my life. This is what it is. This is the last stop. Ain't no going back. Ain't no turning around. Nigga can't just take medicine and go back to being family. Like, I ain't gonna do. I won't do. That's too much headache. Like, being pretty it's hard. Okay? This don't even motherfucker know. That wake up like this shit, that shit ain't easy. You gotta keep that shit the fuck up. You can't let shit get all in your skin and you can't let people fuck your face up and all that shit. That shit is fucking hard, because you got to fucking fight all the fucking time, because hoes hate you. You like that. And niggas love you. I hate that shit. And I had a lot of homeboys, bro. Them homeboys used to be like, they'll be my homeboy, but they'll be like looking at me, and they'll be weird. And not my best friends. I got best friends that don't, homeboys that don't think like that. But back in the day, I had a little rocky start trying to explain, listen, I don't rock that way. No matter how beautiful I was, it didn't matter how gay I was pretty to them. And I hated that. I fucking hated it. Because I could tell a bitch I was gay all day. And a motherfucker was still stay. And I think it was the looking at me was the problem for me. I think it was the eyes that would say I won't fuck you and all that bullshit. Bitch, you don't understand, I won't fuck you. You in the ass. I will bring your ass the fuck over. Okay? I'll tell a straight man, if you think you gonna swing my way, you gonna be my bitch before I'm yours. So unless you want to be bent over, don't come my way. Not at this time. In my life, I will embarrass you. But I've had some wild experiences. to see how the world is about to see JaCorys. I'm starting to notice the difference between JaCorys and a dead person, dead name. I'm starting to notice the difference. But you know, I named my psycho alter ego my dead name simply because it's hard to name that psycho bitch anything but that motherfucker. Okay? And it's the reasons why I am the way I am and I transition. Because there's a lot of reasons, and dead net hoe is one of them. I'm just gonna tell you that. I'm glad Corbin decided to Corbin. And if you ask me what my dead name, I'll make another video and I'll tell you how I got my name. I'll tell you how I got my dead name and I'll tell you how I found my new life name. So, Miss Felicia, I hope I answered all your questions. If I didn't, I'll go back, make another one, a quick little short video just to add it on to this or whatever. Got any more questions? Holla. Alright? I am about to chill. Probably do some homework, watch some TV with my son. And my wife is dead, knock the fuck out on her ass. She owed me something. And I see what it is on YouTube. But anyway, I'll holler at y'all later.